don't know. Quiet, please. I'm trying to concentrate here. Okay, so what have you got? Me? Yeah. I want to know if you've hit anything. Let's hear it. Ingle warp carcinoma. That's as far as I got. I like the... Yeah, kind of onomatopoeic in a way. I don't know. Feels to me like it needs some punching up. Well, you can always throw a few jokes in later. You gotta get the through line first. But do you think it's Hamlet? Well, don't ask me. I'm just a chimp. They could have given us a clue or something. Yeah. Or a story conference. Would that defeat the whole purpose of the experiment? I know. 3 monkeys typing into infinity will sooner or later produce Hamlet. Right. Completely by chance. And Dr. David Rosenbaum up there is going to prove it. But what is Hamlet? I don't know. What is Hamlet? I don't know. You know, this is really stupid. Have you got something better to do in this cage? The sooner we produce this goddamn thing, the sooner we get out of here. Sort of a publish or perish with a twist. But what do we owe this Rosenbaum? A guy who stands outside that cage, says, that one's Milton, that one's Swift, and that one's Kafka. Just to get a laugh? What's a Kafka anyway? Why am I a Kafka? Search me. What's a Kafka? All his 4-eyed friends sure think it's a stitch. And how are we supposed to write Hamlet if we don't even know what it is? Okay, so the chances are a little slim. This from a guy who's supposed to be smart. A guy from Columbia University. The way I see it, there's a special providence that oversees our pages. Rough drafts them as we may. But how about you, Milton? How's yours go? Of man's first disobedience, and the fruits of that forbidden tree, whose mortal taste brought death. Hey, that's good. It's got rhythm. It really sings. Yeah, but is it Shakespeare? Who cares? He's got a real voice. Does Dr. Rosenbaum care about voice? Does he care about anybody's individual creativity? Well, let's look at this from Rosenbaum's point of view for a minute. No. He brings us in here to produce copy and then expects us to write somebody else's stuff. We're getting peanuts here for being somebody's pet. Writing is a mug's game anyway, Swifty. And it hath made me mad. Why not just buckle down and set up a schedule for yourself? Write a few hours in the morning while you're fresh, then take a break, let the old juices flow, then a few more hours in the afternoon, and retire for a shot of papaya and some masturbation. What's the big deal? If this Rosenbaum was worth anything, we'd be working on word processors, not these antiques. I mean, he's lucky he found any that write this good, and he treats us like those broncs at the zoo. I mean, a tire swing? I like the tire swing. I thought it was a nice touch. I can't work under these conditions. No wonder I'm producing garbage. How does the rest of yours go, Milton? What? This? Yeah. Read us some more. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Whose mortal taste brought death into the Blamagam, Bedsock, Not Worse, Tinkerbell. Blamagam is good. Well, I don't know. What is it? Is it the tone? I knew it was a bit of a stretch for me. Just not sure it has the same expressive intensity and pungent lyricism as the first one. Well, sure, it needs rewriting. What doesn't? This is a rough draft. Lights on! This bit. Are they watching? What? Are they watching? I don't know. I can't see. I've got my paws over my eyes. What? What is the point of this? Why do they videotape our bowel movements? What? Lights off. But how are you doing, France? What have you got? Well, K K K K K K K K K K K K K K K K K K K. What is that? Postmodernism? 20 lines of that and I went dry. I got blocked. Felt like I was repeating myself. Do you think that that's in Hamlet? I don't understand what I'm doing here. I'm a monkey, not a writer. I'm supposed to be digging up ants and swinging off branches, not sitting under fluorescent lights for 7 hours a day. It sure is a long way home to the gardens of sweet Africa, where lawns and level downs and flocks grazing upon the tender herbs were sweetly interposed. Paradise, wasn't it? Lost. 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 I'm trying to deal with all of that in the new piece here, but it's all pretty close to the bone. Just because they can keep us locked up, they think they're more powerful than us. They are more powerful than we are. Just because they control the means of production, they think they can suppress the workers? Things are how they are. What are you gonna do? Hey, how come you're always so goddamn ready to justify the way of Rosenbaum to the apes? Do you have a key to that door? Do you have an independent food source? So call me a collaborator. I just happen to be a professional. But if the man wants Hamlet, I'll give it a shot. Just remember, we're not brain surgeons, we're not astrophysicists, we're chimps. And for apes in captivity, this isn't a bad gig. What's really frightening is that if we stay in this cage long enough, we're gonna evolve into Rosenbaum. Evolve into Rosenbaum? Brush up on your Darwin, baby. We're more than kin and less than kind. Anybody got a smoke? I'm all out. Don't look at me. I'm not gonna satisfy those old voyeurs with the old smoking chimp act. No, thank you. Don't be a sap, Swifty. You gotta use them. Use the system. What do you mean? Watch as I put on my antic disposition. Golwas, too. My favorite. They should have thrown a Kewpie doll in for that performance. It got results, didn't it? Sure. You do your bonzo routine and get a pack of Golwas. Last week, I totaled a typewriter and got a carton of Marlboros. The trouble was, you didn't smoke them. You took a crap on them. It was a political statement. Okay, so I got my smoke and you made your statement. All's well that ends well. It's the only way we know they're watching. Huh? We perform, we break typewriters, we write another page, and a cigarette appears. At least it's a sign that somebody out there is paying attention. Our resident philosopher. But what'll happen if one of us does write Hamlet? Here we are, set down to prove the inadvertent virtues of randomness, and to produce something that we wouldn't even recognize if it passed right through our hands. But what if one of us actually does write it? Will we really be released? Will they give us a key to the city and a ticker-tape paradise? Or will they move us on to Ulysses? Why did they pick Hamlet in the first place? What is Hamlet to them, or are they to Hamlet that we should care? Boy, there's the respect that makes calamity so long life. For who should bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely? Hey, Swifty! The pangs of despised love, the law's delay. Hey, Swifty, relax, will you? Have a banana. I wish I could get Rosenbaum in here and see how he does at producing Hamlet. That's it! What? Forget about this random Hamlet crap. What about revenge? Revenge? On Rosenbaum? Who else? Hasn't he bereft us of our homes and families? Stepped in the way of our expectations? How would we do it? Easy. We lure him in here, saying that the typewriter's broken. Have him test out the keys, test out what's wrong. But we poison the keys. Oh, Jesus. Sure. Some juices of a cursed Habona spread liberally throughout the keys ought to do the trick. Great. If that doesn't work, then we envenom the tire swing. And we invite him into play. Plus, I challenge him to a duel. Brilliant. Can't you see it? In the course of combat, I casually graze my rapier over the typewriter keys and hit. A palpable hit. For a reserve, we wait by a cup full of venomous distilment. We'll put the pellet with the poison and the vessel with the pestle. I gotta get back to work. The man's gonna want his pages. It's not a bad idea, but what's wrong with you guys? I'm on to something here. I think it's hopeless, Swifty. But this is the goods. Where was I? Bedsock, not worse. Tinkerbell. The readiness is all, I guess. Okay, you two serfs get back to work. I'll do all the thinking around here. Swifty, revenge. Tinkerbell, Stucco Swans, Hemorrhoid. Act 1, Scene 1, Elsinore Castle, Denmark. Hemorrhoid. Enter Bernardo and Francisco. Pomegranate. Bernardo says, "Who's there?" Bazooka.